Hi guys, it's Miss Fogarty here. We officially finished our Civil War unit and we are now moving on to the human body. Today's first lesson, there's going to be 6 vocab words we're going to be on the hunt for while we read. The first word is nutrients. Nutrients are nourishing substances necessary for growth and maintaining life. Proteins, fats, carbohydrates, all of those things are nutrients and we can find them in the food that we eat. The second word is nutrition. The process of supplying the body with the proper foods for growth and nourishment. Eating junk food does not provide the nutrition needed for healthy human beings. So nutrients are the good things that we need for our body to grow. The third word is nutritionist. Nutritionist is a person who studies nutrition, learning what the body needs to live. So someone who studies what the body needs to live is called a nutritionist. The fourth word is organs. Organs are body parts that perform specific jobs within body systems. For example, your heart is an organ, your lungs are an organ, kidneys are organs as well. The fifth word is systems. Systems are a set of connected parts that work together to perform a job. And the last word today for today's read aloud is vaccinations. Vaccinations are the process of getting vaccine treatments to prevent diseases in living things. We get shots when we're babies, and they're called vaccines, and they prevent us from getting sick in the future. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Nick Nutri, and I am a nutritionist. Does anyone know what that means? Nutritionists study nutrition. Or in other words, the ways in which our bodies get the food they need to grow and stay healthy. Nutritionists learn what is in our food and how our bodies can use it. I work with doctors to help children understand what they need to do to take care of their bodies. One of the first things a nutritionist studies is the human body. It's important to understand how the body works in order to know how to keep it healthy. Dr. Wellbody tells me that you already know a lot about the human body. Stand up and let's take a look at the body parts that we can see. Where is your skin? It's all over you, isn't it? Skin covers your head, your face, your neck, your chest, your tummy, your bottom, arms, legs, hands, feet, everything. Your skin is a stretchy, waterproof covering that protects you from germs and helps you control your body temperature. Just beneath your skin are tiny little receptors, part of your nervous system, that travels to your brain. The receptors under your skin help react to changes in temperature, such as when something's hot or something's cold, and it sends a message to your body. So if you put your hand on a hot stove, the receptors under your skin are feeling that it's hot. They're alerting your brain immediately, and you pull your hand away in a response. Touch is just one of your 5 senses. Who can name the other 4 senses that help you to get information from your surroundings? Shout at your screen what your other 4 senses are. In addition to touch, we taste, smell, have the sight, and we hear as well. Those are your 5 senses. Oh, Dr. Wellbody was right. You sure do know a lot already. Touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing are your 5 senses. Let's sit down and find out what you already know about your body. Where are your senses located? Right, in your mouth. Your tongue is covered with tiny taste buds that allow you to taste the differences between salty, sweet, bitter, and sour foods. They also warn you of danger from hot foods or other things that may harm your body. Did you know that your sense of smell is connected to your sense of taste? That's why some things don't taste the same when you have a cold. What other parts of your body are affected most when you have the sniffles? Yes, your nose. And look how your nose and your mouth, how close your nose is to your mouth. That makes sense that they're connected, doesn't it? Just above your nose are your eyes. Which of your senses do they control? Well, sight, of course. Your eyes are responsible for what you see. Vision lets you know the size and the shape of an object or how near or how far it is, and how fast it's moving. That's a lot of information. Some people have problems seeing correctly, but fortunately, they are able to have many of their problems corrected by wearing glasses or contact lenses. Okay, we've named 4 of the 5 senses: touch, taste, smell, and sight. The last one is hearing. What do you use to hear? Well, your ears, of course. Your ears catch and change sound waves into nerve signals that travel to your brain. Your ears not only help you hear, but they also help you to keep your balance. Some people are born deaf or unable to hear, and some others develop deafness later in life. Hearing aids often help them to hear better. We all have bodies. Look around you. You all have skin, you all have eyes and noses and mouths and ears. But do they all look the same? Certainly not. You may look different on the outside, different colors of hair, skin, eyes, different heights, different weights, but what lies underneath your skin is pretty much all the same. You've already learned that your body is a collection of different systems, or sets of connected parts that work together, each with its own job to do. Does anyone remember the names of any systems in your body? What is your skin wrapped around? What gives your body its shape? Your skeleton. Your skeleton is a part of the skeletal system, including your bones and your joints. It supports your body and protects your body's internal insides or organs. Remember, organs are the body parts that do jobs for the body, such as your heart, your lungs, your brain, your liver, and so on. Can you find your ribs? Our tough rib bones cover our soft heart and lungs. Together with your muscular system, your skeletal system helps your body to move. Your respiratory system is in charge of how your body breathes air into your lungs to supply your body with oxygen. The circulatory system pumps blood from the heart and carries it to all parts of our body. The nervous system is the body's main control center, carrying messages to and from the brain. The word nervous, when it's used to talk about body systems, means having to do with your nerves. It can also mean when you're worried or you're anxious, but it does not mean that when we're talking about the nervous system. Do any of these systems sound familiar to you? Again, we have the circulatory, the nervous system, respiratory, how we breathe, skeletal, our bones, our muscles, and our joints, and our muscular system. Although all of the body systems are important, there are 2 that interest me the most, and those are the digestive system and the excretory system. That's because they are the ones most responsible for the food that enters and leaves your body. You get nutrients or substances that are necessary for your body to grow from the foods that you eat. And I want to make sure that your body gets the nutrients that it needs. The digestive system carries food to your stomach and your small intestines, which then breaks down food into fuel and gives your body the energy you need to live. Food that your body can't digest moves into the large intestine and is released into solid waste. The excretory system removes liquid waste from your body. We are going to talk about these 2 systems a little bit more on another day. People often compare the human body to a machine with lots of movable parts that work together. Do you think the human body is like a machine? If so, how is it like a machine, and how is it different? Most of the time, your body systems work well together, but just like machines, sometimes things can break down. Germs may get inside of your body and cause illness. The body fights off the germs within the body, and sometimes the body's defenses are not enough, As a baby, you may have received vaccinations, also called shots, to prevent disease that were once common among children. Vaccines, or the medicine in a vaccination, are inactive or weakened germs, harmless to people, that are often injected through a shot or pumped into your body. These dead or weakened germs trick the body into thinking that it is becoming infected or getting sick, so the body figures out how to fight off the infection. The body then knows how to fight off any infection of that kind in the future. If you were vaccinated against diseases like measles or mumps, you will likely not get those diseases. So when our body gets a vaccine or a shot, it's tricking your body by putting weakened germs into your body, so your body builds up a defense against those germs in case you actually get that sickness. Your body will be able to fight it off before you even know that you have it. The human body is truly an amazing machine. You carry your body with you wherever you go. Whether you are reading, eating, playing basketball, or sleeping, your body continues to work to keep you healthy. It is important that you do your part for your body. What are some things that you can do to take care of your body? Shout them out at the screen. Germs are everywhere. How can you help fight off those germs? Washing your hands with soap and water is one of the most important things that you can do. Make sure that you wash often throughout every day, and especially before you eat foods. Clean the rest of your body with regular baths and shampoos too. Cleanliness is an important way to keep your body healthy. How often have you heard an adult say, have you eaten your fruit and vegetables? I told you I'm a nutritionist. That means that good nutrition is important to me. Eating the right foods is important for good health, and that means eating lots of fruits and vegetables. It is so important that your body gets the proper nutrients it needs to keep this marvelous machine running smoothly. Exercise goes hand in hand with eating healthy. The food you eat supplies your body with the energy it needs to exercise its muscles. By walking, running, and playing ball, you help keep your body lean and fit. Getting enough rest and having regular checkups with your healthcare professionals or doctors or nurses are both important as well. In the following lessons, we will talk about all of these things. Taking care of your body is more than just keeping your fingers crossed and hoping you will be healthy. By the time you finish these lessons, you will know a lot of ways you can help your body stay strong and healthy. Next time we're together, I'm going to tell you about one of my heroes, a man named Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Antoine is from a country called Holland, and he was Dutch, which is what you call someone from Holland, which today is part of the country known as the Netherlands. Antoine was named for where he lived in Holland. The name of his street is Lionsgate, and his house stood on the corner. The word for lion in Dutch is lay, and the word for corner is hoek. Thus, his name is Antoine, who lives on the corner of Lionsgate. Naming people in such a way was not uncommon when Antoine was born, nearly 400 years ago. I can't wait to tell you why he's my hero, but I'm going to have to save that for next time.